How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RUFFLEDLIVE, and today I want to talk about what my team is going to be for Pokemon Scarlet specifically. So, if you guys are ready, then let's get right into it. This video is brought to you by PUBG Mobile, the most popular free-to-play Battle Royale game on mobile in the world, with currently 50 million active players daily and over 1 billion downloads. But that is not all. PUBG Mobile actually has a lot of collaborations with different brands as well as different IPs, such as Jujutsu Kaisen, Always Happening, shit, even Blackpink is in this. And right now, if you guys go and play the game, the Ancient Secret Arise game mode event is actually happening. This new game mode and this event is available on the following maps: Erangel, Miramar, and Livik, and is taking place between July 11th and September 12th of 2022. You can jump into the battleground and explore the mysteries of the ancient secrets. In this new game mode, you're actually highlighted to go to the Sandstorm Zone, and inside of there, you will find different things. So in this new game mode, there is a path that is highlighted by a golden color, which is visible during pretty much every single match. There will be multiple portals open, and as the temple moves closer, you as the player can then enter it via one of these portals, and once you are inside of the temple, you will gain access to massive amounts of loot, but only if you're able to beat the guardians that nest inside of it. So some of the awesome features of the Ancient Secret Arise mode is specifically the Sand Giant. This is traveling all around the map. It's a big boy, and the Sand Giant also holds a lot of secrets on its back. There's also the Scorpio crates. By defeating the golden scorpions guarding the crates, you can get valuable supplies. And if you save up enough tokens, you can go to the shop and get some discounts for a flare gun and more items from the desert merchant. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you to PUBG Mobile for sponsoring this video, and ladies and gents, please check the game out. There's going to be a link down below. Check it out. PUBG Mobile was a game that I actually played loads back when I was in my home country, and while I was there, I was just enjoying it, having a great time with it. It's a fantastic game. I played it with my cousins, so definitely do check it out. Give it a look, give it a try. Link in the description down below, and let's see you in PUBG Mobile. Now, kicking things off, of course, is going to be my starter Pokemon, and in my case, I'm most likely going to go for Fuecoco. Yes, the reason I'm going for most likely Fuecoco is because out of all the leaks and information I've seen about the starter Pokemon, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel super excited about Sprigatito. Sprigatito was going to be my starter originally. That's what I was thinking about going for, and Quaxly never really was a choice for me because I've never chosen a water starter in my life before. I've always either gone for fire or grass type, so I wasn't really looking to pick Quaxly, even though I think it looks really cute and is the cutest out of all of them. I just thought to myself, I don't want to go for that one. So the only one that was left at that point that I heard some bad and good stuff about was Fuecoco, which I initially didn't even like the design of, but I kind of warmed up to it over time. Haha, see the pun there. But nonetheless, I did kind of warm up to this design, and I just started liking it more, and I decided, you know what, Fuecoco is most likely going to be my starter choice. It just makes sense. Also, I like fire types. I think they're great. I think they're fun, and that's why Fuecoco is most likely going to be the first Pokemon on our team and the first Pokemon that we'll be using in our journey. Next up on our team is another Pokemon that's new to this generation, which is, of course, going to be Pawmi. Now, Pawmi, we know that Pawmi is going to be getting evolutions. This we know because of a bunch of leaks that have been coming out. And I'm not the biggest fan of what the evolutions look like, so the chance of Pawmi kind of being switched out is obviously going to be here. However, I just do love Pawmi itself, though. I love its design in general. I think it's cute, and also, I just want an electric type on my team anyway. So, nonetheless, I want to put it on there because I prefer it over just a regular Pikachu. I mean, I've seen Pikachu a million times. I want to use something different in this case, and that's why Pawmi would definitely be one of my top choices in this regard. However, again, as I mentioned, the issue with Pawmi is I've seen what its like actual evolution is supposed to look like, and let's just say I'm not the biggest fan of it. I have issues with what its design looks like, so that might push it down a little bit on my list and make it possible that I switch it out. But for now, Pawmi is definitely on my list of Pokemon that are part of my team for Pokemon Scarlet. Next up, of course, is going to be Graphia, the monkey Pokemon. So this is the poison monkey Pokemon. The reason I want this thing on my team is because, one, I do like its design. It gives me kind of a Spider-Man-esque type design with those, like, the eyes and everything. And yes, I know a lot of people have issues with the eyes, but I think it looks cool. I like its design. I do think that the artwork for it makes it look even better. So that's why I definitely want it on my team. But also, the typing. Okay, the poison normal typing is quite interesting. An interesting choice. And I know that there's been talks about it possibly getting an evolution, which, if that is true, I definitely want it even more because I'm curious to see what that evolution is going to look like. But again, the poison typing on there and the normal typing is a molto bene, very nice kind of combo. So I definitely want it for that reason. But in general, yes, I want Graphia on my team because I just like its design. I think it's cute. And also, I think that, again, the typing is going to be beneficial in some way or shape. And I do think it's one of those Pokemon we might be able to get early on in the game. So I do want it for that reason as well. But again, if it doesn't evolve, I might switch it out. Again, there's always a possibility. And this is something that even you guys would probably agree on, that if a Pokemon doesn't match your expectations once you actually play the game, you will switch it out for something else. And that's kind of how I feel about Graphia as well. I like its design, I like its typing as well, and I want to use it, but if it doesn't evolve, I think I might go for something else that is a little bit more robust. So that's pretty much how I feel now about that one. So I have yet to add a grass type to my team. Well, guess what? We are adding Breloom, ladies and gentlemen. So Breloom was just recently actually confirmed during the Pokemon World Championship trailer. They specifically confirmed it there, and I thought to myself, hey, you know, it is what it is, man. I want my boy in my team, okay? I want the boy in the team. Of course I want it. Like, it's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I love Shroomish, and of course I want to have a Breloom as well. So of course I'm going to be adding that to my team. Of course, the typing on it is as well useful. And as if you notice from my team so far with Fuecoco, Palmy, and Graphia, we don't really have anything that can go up against, I guess Palmy could do something against water types, but I do think I want to have Breloom on the team anyways because of the, you know, bonus of the fighting typing on there. I mean, that just comes in super nicely and does a very good job. So I want that on there for that reason. But nonetheless, this is a Pokemon that I personally love, and that's why I want it on my team no matter what. Next, I'm going to be adding on my team is Gyarados. Yes, weird choice, maybe to some of you, but of course, the only reason I would go for Gyarados, and the only reason I might not go for Gyarados is because of the length it takes to actually get one of these boys. Of course, we have seen wild Gyarados in the wild in the game, so there is a chance we can just catch one of those and use that instead, so there's always a possibility of that, so I don't have to level a freaking Magikarp, which I really don't want to. But if there is just wild Gyarados you can catch that are not too complicated to get, I'm going to be adding a Gyarados to my team. I specifically want it so I can do like a nice little setup with it. It's a strong Pokemon in general, and I do think also it's just a great Pokemon overall. Like, just besides like the fact that it looks epic and all that sort of stuff, it is a very strong Pokemon. It is useful in battle, it can do a lot, and we do need a fire type on here to kind of balance out our team anyways, plus the bonus of this thing having a lot of great moves that will come in handy against, well, other things. You'll see, it will be a useful Pokemon. I mean, I'm just thinking about using this thing with like Crunch, Dragon Dance, stuff like that. It's kind of the way I'm going in direction of what I want to have with it, possibly like move Waterfall on it as well, like something along those lines. I just want to have a strong beastie Gyarados on my team, just a strong chunky boy that can do a lot of damage and a lot of work and just come in and sweep through enemy teams in no time. That's kind of what I want him on there for, so that's why he's in there. And finally, on my team, we're going to be talking about a Pokemon that has yet to be revealed, which is going to be the past version of Volcarona. Now, I love Volcarona, and I know that there's going to be a past version of it, right? A version from the past, or a version that's like a special form, right? Now, we've been told this by different leaks, by different information, and for that reason, I want to add this bad boy to my team. I love the original Volcarona. I think it's one of the best Pokemon ever. It's one of my personal favorites as well. And yes, I know that it does have an issue, which of course is the fact that we already have a fire type, but as far as it comes to the past version of the Pokemon, as far as I'm aware, okay, the ancient versions or the ancient paradox versions, whatever you want to call it, what does come into mind to me is the fact that they're actually switching out that. They're going to be having it be a bug fighting type instead, according to the leaks, right? The ancient version of it is supposed to be like, you know, different. It's supposed to be kind of a you know, like switching out one of the typings that already existed with a new typing. So in this case, they took out the fire typing and give it a different one. For example, if you look at the future version of Volcarona, it's supposed to be a fire poison type. Meanwhile, the original, or the other one for the past, is a bug fighting one. So it's a bit of a weird combo, I know, and I do already have a sort of fighting type in my team, but I kind of just want this one because I like it, okay? And of course, its design and everything, once I actually see it in game and all that, will of course, you know, change my opinion somewhat, most likely. I mean, realistically, I'm not going to lie and say that, oh, it's not going to change my opinion and thoughts on it once I see what it looks like. If it does not look as good as I want it to be, then I will make the choice of like, I'll go for something else. And that's pretty much all how I feel about this whole team here. Like, in general, and this is something I want you guys to tell me in your comment section down below, what is your team? Like, what is your currently desired team based on the confirmed Pokemon, based on that sort of stuff, and based on some leaks that you may have seen? What is your team that you're wanting to use and you're expecting to use? But also, also tell me, like, what is your backup? You know, what is your backup in case, like, oh, you don't want to use maybe a Graphia, or you don't want to use a Palmy, or you don't want to use a, I don't know, whatever else there is in the game, you know, or a Titan, for example. Like, if you don't like those, what is the replacement? What are you replacing it with? What are you adding in instead? That's what I want to know. Let me know in the comment section down below. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and bye-bye, ladies and gents.